Krasny Borets is one of the largest plants on the former Soviet Union territory in the production of high-quality metalworking equipment. The enterprise has mastered the manufacturing of almost all types of grinding machines with different levels of automation. Also, along with batch production, it produces grinding equipment according to special orders of customers. Machines made in Russia are in operation in more than 110 countries of the world. Round-table CNC internal grinding machine with vertical spindle. The machine is designed for cylindrical grinding of external and internal surfaces, as well as surface grinding. It has a portal layout. In the front part there is a rotating round table, and in the rear part there are columns with a cross traverse on which the carriage moves and carries the wheel head. The wheel head has a vertical electric spindle and can be rotated plus or minus 45 degrees in the plane of motion. The machine is equipped with CNC system and has two controllable coordinates, longitudinal X and vertical Z, as well as two controllable axes, rotation of the rotary table and rotation of the wheel head spindle. The round electromagnetic chuck with the diameter of 1200 mm is installed on the faceplate of the turntable. Universal circular grinding machine. The machine is designed for grinding external and internal cylindrical and conical surfaces of the body of rotation type parts. The workpiece is placed on the moving table. The wheel head is moved along linear rolling guides by means of a ball screw unit. The wheel head has a folding internal grinding spindle, which is manually turned in the vertical plane. The upper table has the possibility of angle turn 9 degrees clockwise and minus 9 degree counterclockwise, and is based on the lower table, which is in turn moves on the bed sliding guides. Grinding wheel periphery and face dressing is carried out with the help of dressing diamonds mounted on the upper table of the machine. The machine is controlled by master controller. Front wall of work area fence has movable opening doors with windows of monolithic polycarbonate. Universal circular grinding machine. The machine is designed for grinding external and internal cylindrical, conical and end surfaces of parts made of cast iron, steels and their alloys. The workpiece is mounted on the moving table. The wheel head is moved along linear rolling guides by means of a ball screw unit. The wheel head has two spindles for external and internal grinding. It has the possibility of manual turn in the horizontal plane. The spindle, for tuner, is used as a belt-driven spindle for internal grinding. The upper table rotates 6 degrees clockwise and minus 6 degrees counterclockwise. The lower table moves on the bed slide guides. Grinding wheel periphery dressing is carried out by dresser diamond. The machine has manual and automatic control by means of a master controller and is equipped with a control panel with an operator panel. For manual control, a joystick and an electronic hand wheel are used. The grinding working area is protected by an open-type protection. The front wall of the protection has a protective screen with a transparent window made of monolithic polycarbonate. Semi-automatic thread grinding machines with CNC. The semi-automatic machine is designed for finishing external grinding. With a one-thread abrasive wheel of metric threads, it is possible to grind the threads in whole. The table moves in longitudinal direction. The wheel head moves in the transverse direction. The headstock and the tailstock with the workpiece are mounted on the table upper surface. The wheel head is able to turn to the left and to the right sides relative to the workpiece axis in the horizontal plane. The table moves in the longitudinal direction and the wheel head moves in the transverse direction by means of a ball screw units by servo motors, and the grinding wheel rotation is performed from synchronous electric motor with an adjustable drive to maintain a constant speed as the wheel wears out. The semi-automatic machine is equipped with a touch sensor and a contour dressing mechanism with a rotating diamond roller. CNC internal phase grinding machine. Designed for grinding cylindrical and conical through and blind holes and adjacent outer end faces. To control the machine, a master controller is used, complete with a touchscreen operator panel. Manual and automatic grinding with a grinding wheel dressing is possible on the machine. The machine is equipped with a high-speed internal grinding spindle, Fortuna, with belt drive and rotation frequency regulation, as well as a phase grinding spindle mounted on the workhead. For processing conical holes, the workhead can be rotated at a maximum angle of 30 degrees. The grinding working area is protected by cabinet-type protection. An aerosol removal unit is installed on the fence of the working area. Internal grinding machine. Designed for grinding cylindrical and conical holes of a spindle-type parts. The wheel head moves in the longitudinal and transverse directions. Workhead, rests, and workpiece are placed on the turntable. A compound slide is installed on the machine bed, along the guides of which a cross carriage with the wheel head moves. The wheel head has a spindle, Fortuna, with a belt drive. In the right part of the table there is an additional wheel head for workpiece ends grinding with manual control. Main grinding wheel periphery dressing is carried out by a dresser diamond. The workpiece is based in two rests and is driven into rotation by a special driving device of the workhead. The grinding working area is protected by cabinet-type protection. The machine is controlled by the master controller, for which different grinding cycles have been developed. Semi-automatic circular grinding machine with CNC. Designed for external grinding of smooth cylindrical and conical surfaces and bodies of rotation, such as shafts, axles, mandrels, etc. Processed material is steel cast iron. The semi-automatic machine has a layout with a movable table on which the workpiece is mounted in the heads with the wheel head moving in the transverse direction. The headstock is equipped with an electric drive. All working elements are moved by means of ball screws in the longitudinal and transverse direction. The machine is equipped with an active control device, which is mounted on the right wall of the slide on a bracket. The machine is controlled by a CNC system. The surface treatment and the grinding wheel dressing is performed automatically, according to the control program. Circular grinding machine. Designed for external grinding of smooth cylindrical and conical surfaces in bodies of rotation, parts like shafts, axes, mandrels, etc. The workhead and tailstock with workpiece installed are mounted on the working surface of the upper table, which can be rotated at an angle of ±6 degrees. Wheelhead transverse travel is carried out along linear rolling guides by means of a ball screw units. The grinding head makes a transverse movement and consists of a housing in the hole of which a grinding spindle is installed. A rotation drive is a belt drive from an asynchronous electric motor. Surface treatment and grinding wheel dressing is performed manually or automatically according to the standard cycles controlled from the master controller. Workpiece installation and removal are performed manually. A rest can be used on the machine table to support thin workpieces. Circular grinding machine. The machine is designed for external grinding of cylindrical and conical surfaces of body of rotation type parts. The machine layout is based on the principle of circular grinding machine with the presence of longitudinal and transverse movement of the wheel head relative to the rotating workpiece installed in the headstock and the tailstock centers. The maximum length of the installed part is 4000 mm. The headstock, tailstock, rest and supports for workpiece basing are rigidly mounted on the upper surface of the cast bed. Surface machining and grinding wheel dressing is carried out in manual or automatic mode according to standard cycles with the control from the master controller. CNC spline grinding machine. Designed for grinding of straight, involute, triangle and other splines on the shaft-type parts using abrasive or CBN wheels. The field of application of the machine is the enterprises of serial and small batch production. The machine has movable wheel head, which moves in longitudinal, transverse and vertical directions. The base of the machine is a bed, in the front part of which there is a fixed table. The work head is mounted on the table on the left side and the tailstock on the right side. The machine is equipped with the part orientation mechanism with the torch sensor. In the machine bed rear part, the sled supporting column with their wheel head move along linear guides in the longitudinal direction. Grinding wheel dressing is performed by a rotating dressing mechanism radius diamond roller installed on the headstock. The machine is equipped with the parts orientation system with the touch sensor. The machine is controlled by a CNC system. Surface grinding machine with a round table and horizontal spindle. Designed for abrasive machining, grinding, with grinding wheel periphery of flat surfaces of parts made of structural steel, heat-resistant steel, nickel and titanium alloys. Round rotating table is located in the bed center. The column moves along with bed linear guides in the cross direction. The table drives is installed on the bed left side surface. Round table faceplate rotation is carried out from the reducer fixed inside the bed through a belt drive. Wheel head moves along the column vertical linear guides, on the body of which grinding wheel periphery dressing mechanism is installed on top with the dresser diamond. The machine has 3 programmable coordinates and is controlled by a CNC system. CNC semi-automatic special grinding machine with a round table and vertical spindle. The semi-automatic machine is designed for circular external, internal and face grinding of body of rotation type parts. The machine has an arrangement with a rotary round table and a moving wheel head in the longitudinal and vertical directions. A portal layout is used in the design of the machine. A round table is placed in the center of the rectangular cast bed on the upper plane and in its borings. On the left side wall of the bed, a bracket with the table drive reducer is installed in a niche. On the sleds, a wheel head with vertical spindle moves along the rolling guideways in the vertical direction. Grinding wheel periphery and face dressing is carried out by a rotating diamond roller. The machine is controlled by a CNC system. CNC Universal Circular Grinding Machine. The machine is designed for grinding of cylindrical and conical outer surfaces and inner surfaces of shaft and ring table parts made of heat-resistant alloys. The machine is equipped with a rectangular table moving longitudinally. The workhead with an electric drive, the tailstock, the dressing mechanism with a single-point diamond are installed on the table. The movement of a wheel head in the transverse direction is carried out along linear guideways by means of a ball screw units. Wheel head is made rotatable in the horizontal plane and has 2 grinding spindles. A round grinding one located in the hole of the rotary housing and the internal electric spindle fixed on the back wall. The grinding wheel for external grinding is located on the left side of the wheel head. Workpiece surfaces machining and grinding wheel dressing is carried out manually or automatically according to the processing program. CNC thread grinding machine. Designed for finishing external grinding of metric inch trapezoidal thrust single-pass and multi-path threads with right or left direction, as well as worms profile grinding. Thread profile grinding is carried out by a single thread abrasive or CBN grinding wheel. The CNC system allows you to control 4 programmable linear and circular coordinates and 2 axes of rotation. The grinding wheel profile dressing is adjusted automatically according to the program by a rotating diamond roller. To search and fill the thread profile and the taper control, the machine is equipped with an orientation device with a torch sensor and a probe. The wheel head has an integrated dynamic grinding wheel balancing. Krasny Borets has a sufficient production base to produce high-quality modern equipment. It uses components from leading world manufacturers. It always provides an individual approach to each customer. For more than 120 years, people all over the world have known that OSHA machines are time-proved ones.